once again it's Wednesday, and I think I'm gonna end up starting vlogs on Wednesday a lot of the time because Mondays and Tuesdays are very busy for me at university because I literally have like a full day. I'm at uni the whole time. Once I get home the lighting's bad and I'm tired. At least I filmed one clip. I didn't film anything yesterday on Tuesday. I filmed one montage time lapse, whatever you want to call it, on Monday of me reading. So this week reading plans is to finish This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay. I am nearly halfway through it, so I will hopefully get this read this week. I'm really enjoying it. It is definitely, I think, going to be a 5 out of 5 stars. On Friday my audiobook for Becoming by Michelle Obama becomes available, so I will be starting to read that. I'm really excited for that, like beyond excited. And when I finish this I will read, once again, can I be bothered to go get it? No, I cannot because I'm lazy. Once I finish this I'm going to be reading More Than We Can Tell, I think that's what it's called, by Bridget Kemmerer, which I need to read for the next book in the Bridget Kemmerer read along, so I will be reading that soon. Technically the next section, or having to start reading that book, started yesterday, but I want to get this finished before I start reading another book. I don't think this week's going to be crazy amazing for reading books. I'm quite busy this week with university because it's when like deadlines and having to really get my head down and start writing essays is like, you know, that's starting, so my reading's not going to be good. And it's terrifying, but I can't do much about it, you know, I just have to persevere. Also, I have quite, in a sense, a busy week because Monday, again, I had uni. I didn't do anything really in the evening apart from low-key stress about all the work I've got to do, but then I kind of just planned it out and sorted myself out. Yesterday I had uni, and then in the evening I went out for one of my friend's birthdays just for a meal, which was really good. Today I have filmed 2 videos, which is awesome. I love that for me. And then later in the day I'm going to see Joker. I'm really excited for. Tomorrow I've got a free day. I think I'm just going to the gym. I might go to Waterstones to do some work. Then in the evening I'm going to a pub to do for a karaoke night, which will be really exciting. Maybe I'll vlog some of that because that could be really fun. Friday I've got university, but other than that I don't think I have anything on. And then the weekend again is always up for debate because things could pop up, like, you know, whenever, but for now I don't have anything on. That's all I've got planned for this week. That's my reading plans for this week. As I was saying in last week's reading vlog, I want to keep doing weekly reading vlogs because I enjoy doing them and I enjoy putting them out because it means at least I get one video up a week. I'm not going to kind of like pressurize and worry too much about them being a certain length and them being a bit boring, because at the end of the day I'm still putting content up. I'm still enjoying what I'm making. It is about 11:20 at the moment, so I might either edit or chill for the next 45 minutes, and then after that I'm going to go make some lunch. But other than that I don't know what else I'm, you know, got to say, so I will leave it here and I will catch you guys later.
What?
Missing cat sign on the bus stop.
What is it? We've got to say goodbye now because you're not ours. I love you. Come see me again. I love you a lot.
Give us some ham.
You think she'll eat ham?
Yeah.
Is it a she?
Don't know. Haven't checked.
It's just a cat.
Oh, you know that noise, don't you?
I'm just quickly vlogging because I haven't vlogged at all today. I'm going out in like 10 minutes to go to karaoke. I will take you guys, hopefully I will remember to film on my phone, or I will remember to film on my phone. I was meant to film at some point today. I just kept putting it off because I just didn't feel like I had anything to say. And you're getting this angle because you're resting on my knee. I'm just doing a quick update. I went to see Joker yesterday and it was phenomenal. Still thinking about it. Probably changed my life. It was great. It was absolutely phenomenal. Today I just went to the gym, did some work, and have just been chilling. I haven't read that much of This Is Going to Hurt. I read maybe like 20 pages yesterday. I can't remember how much I read yesterday. Oh no, 50. I can't remember how much I read yesterday. I've already read 20 today. I just have been very busy and prioritising other stuff over reading at the moment. I have become obsessed with Letterboxd because I got Letterboxd recently, and I've become obsessed with organising it, and I haven't fully organised it yet because I'm taking all of my films I've rated on IMDb, which is like 600 films, and trying to get them on Letterboxd into categories, into lists. And I'm doing that the same for the films I haven't watched that are on my to watch list on IMDb, which is like 700 long. It's been a process and I'm doing it bit by bit, otherwise I'll completely waste my day. I could spend a whole day doing it, which I don't have. The best news ever just happened. Paul Dano has been cast as the Riddler in the new Batman film, the one with Robert Pattinson playing Batman and Zoe Kravitz playing Catwoman, which are both an amazing casting. But Paul Dano as the Riddler, I was in my room like freaking out, being like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And my housemate was like, Charlotte, are you alright in there? And I was like, is everything okay? I was like, just shush for a minute, I need to like, because she was asking that while I was still trying to confirm it. I'm so happy. I love Paul Dano. He's one of the most underrated actors ever, even though he's in very critically acclaimed and really good films. I just feel like he's really underrated. I feel like locals don't really know much about him, and it's really only like Stan Film Twitter who, you know, really know who he is or really like appreciate his art. He is amazing and honestly would die for him. So I'm so happy he's the Riddler. It's gonna be such an amazing film. But I will leave this here. I feel like I probably could have had more stuff to talk about, but so I will hopefully vlog tonight. I will remember to. I might try and vlog if some of my friends go up to karaoke or just random people go up to karaoke. So I will catch you guys later. Hello everybody, it is Saturday. I feel like this vlog's gonna be short because it is Saturday and I've edited all the footage that I've filmed so far and it's not even 10 minutes yet. I'm just gonna quickly do a little update. I was meant to film more yesterday, but I was just so busy and like so productive doing work that I just kind of forgot or just kind of lost track of time. But I'm just here to update and say that I'm nearly finished. This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay. I've got like 50 pages left, so I'm gonna try and finish that today. I'll probably just like binge read and just kind of sit down and read all of it tonight because I don't really have any time right now to kind of do any reading because I need to start doing some work, which leads me on to the fact that I'm going to go into town in a bit and go to Waterstones and get some work done because I need to start writing an essay. I need to go and do that, and I just like going to Waterstones because it means I'm not distracted by my room and by everything around me, because I could get distracted really easily by, oh, there's a clip on YouTube on my phone. But then when I go to Waterstones, I don't really connect my phone to the internet, so I don't have any notifications come up, and the Wi-Fi in Waterstones isn't the best on my laptop, so it works enough for me to go onto YouTube. It doesn't, Spotify doesn't work for some reason, but I can go onto YouTube and just put on like the Narnia soundtrack and just sit there and just get my head down and get some work done. Yesterday I started the audiobook for Becoming by Michelle Obama, which I'm so happy I now have it and I'm really enjoying it so far. I think I'm like 2.5 hours through the audiobook. I've already listened to some today because I went to the gym this morning, so I listened to it on my commute. I am 2 hours and 22, is that yeah? No, it's really weird, this app. If I just open it up, it'll tell me like, oh, you're like 2 hours through. And then I'm like, wait, I remember being further through that. So you'll play it and it'll be like, oh, actually you're 2.5 hours. You're like, excuse me, just give me the right. I'm 2.5 or 2 hours and 40 actually minutes through this audiobook, and I still have like 16 hours left. It's a long audiobook. I listen to it on 1.5 speed. The speed I listen to with audiobooks depends on the book, depends on the narration. I never listen to it on just 1 or normal because it's too slow and I want it faster so I can get through it quicker. I usually either listen to it on 1.25 or 1.5. It's annoying that they don't have a 1.75 because some books are really slow, but then 2 is too fast and then 1.5 is too slow, so I have to settle for 1.5 because I'd rather have it slow and be able to hear anything than be like, wait, what did you just say, if they're on 2 speed. But usually it's 1.5 or 1.25. Like City of Fallen Angels I listen to on 1.25, but I think most others I listen to on 1.5. I'm really enjoying this so far, and because Michelle Obama is narrating it and does read the audiobook, it does feel more personal and true and raw. It's just so fun and so interesting to learn so much more about her. I knew that she didn't grow up in the most rich family ever. She grew up as a young African-American woman, so I always kind of knew that she wasn't going to be, you know, the richest person ever. I didn't know that she lived on like the south side of Chicago, which I felt really kind of like, oh, because shameless. It was just really interesting like hearing about her life and what she was like as a kid, or what her perspective of her as a kid and her family. She doesn't mention it in the book, or she hasn't yet so far, but I was actually just like googling as well and just hearing about her family and her ancestry and how a lot of her ancestors you know, were born into slavery
history. It's just so interesting, and I cannot wait till we get to the point where she meets Barack, because so far I'm on like her high school era, so I cannot wait to get to the moment when she meets Barack, because I'm gonna like implode. Right at the beginning of the book when she was saying all the people she wants to thank, or all the amazing people in her life, stuff like that, and she mentioned Barack and her kids, I already teared up because I was like, I love this family so much and I'm gonna die for them. So I will continue listening to that on my way into town. I will need to leave. If I want to get the bus that's soon, I'm gonna need to leave in 15 minutes. I can get ready in 15 minutes. I just need to sort my bag out. I will end this here. My film in Waterstones, I could try and do a time lapse. Depends on where I am in Waterstones. If I'm like in the area like right in the centre, then I probably won't. But if I'm like more to a corner where I maybe got a wall up against me, I could like prop my phone up, do a time lapse of me like working. I'm gonna try and get one paragraph, which is about 500 words, written there. Don't know if that will happen, we'll have to see. But I will leave this here and I will see you all in a bit. Teen Beach Movie are just some underrated Disney Channel original movies. Ross Lynch, Maya Mitchell, 10 out of 10 quality. I'm just saying, hello everybody, it is Sunday. This is not a clip of me wrapping up the vlog. I'm actually here to say stuff to do with books, but it's not my wrap up. I'm also very like worried that there's still gonna be multiple spiders in my room, because basically last night I just glanced up at my ceiling and there were multiple, and I say multiple, I don't mean just like 2 or 3 or like 4 or 5. I mean close enough to like 20 mini spiders just hanging on my ceiling, and now I'm really conscious that they're like gonna come back. I hoovered them all up because I was like, I ain't dealing with that. I have updates because I did reading yesterday and my reading has finally started to get a bit better, because I now have an audiobook I'm listening to. Obviously I said yesterday that I'm listening to Becoming by Michelle Obama, so that's really helping get my reading up. Yesterday I read 55 pages of This Is Going to Hurt, which meant I finished it. I already knew that this book was gonna be really good, but I didn't know like how good. I was expecting maybe like a 4, 4.5, but I gave this a 4.75, pretty much like a 5 out of 5 stars. If you do not know this book and you never heard of this book, or you maybe you've heard of it and you know you're not sure if you want to pick it up, pick it up. This book is incredible. So this book is non-fiction. It's called This Is Going to Hurt, Secret Diaries of a Junior Doctor, and it's by Adam Kay. Adam Kay, I think he's now like a television writer. He used to be a proper doctor. He got himself all the way to like a senior registrar position. So he used to like write down little kind of secret diary entries for every day he worked. After he quit being a doctor in like 2016, he decided to compile all his diary entries into a book, and it is just so good. It's hilarious. The way he writes and the stuff, it's hilarious because he takes like really gory situations and just makes them hilarious. Bear warning that there is some really uncomfortable gory parts in it, because he's a doctor, he sees everything. You know, he worked majority of his time in labour wards, so he was delivering babies a lot, so there are some mad stuff. Not only was he just working in like a labour ward and stuff, he was also, was it gynae? Is that how you put it? It's gynae, isn't it? Obs and gynae. I think that's where he was. I think, is it gynae? Doctors correct me if I'm wrong, but he worked in that department, which doesn't mean just delivering babies and working with, you know, pregnancies and stuff like that. It also means working with anything in that area. So he did have to work a lot with vaginal and penis stuff, and I don't care that I've said that because I'm talking it in a medical situation. You know, whenever like, you know, in a film like a guy gets hits in the balls by like a ball or something, and all the guys watching are like, oh that really hurts, and like girls can't really relate. But there is some stuff in here that happened to vaginas that you just, I don't even want to think about it. I'm always just reading it and I just go, ooh, oh no thanks, no thanks. It is just so good. But as you get nearer to the end of the book, you find out the reason why he decided to or stop being a doctor, and it is really sad. It does take a turn for the sad, but it is still such an important read. At the end of the book, he does take a few pages to kind of say the NHS needs to be sorted out. The NHS is an amazing thing that we have. We don't want to get rid of it ever, but we need to sort it out. The way it is funded, the way that the doctors are paid, and the pressure they are put under is not good. They are paid pennies for what they have to do, for all the work they have to do, for the long shifts they have to do. One of my new favourite books. After I finished that, I decided to pick up my next book, and this is the book that I'm reading next for the Bridget Camera read along, and that is, I dropped the book, and that is More Than We Can Tell by Bridget Camera. This, in a sense, is a companion book to Letters to the Lost. I don't think you have to read Letters to the Lost to read this one, but this one does follow Rev, who in Letters to the Lost is the main character Declan, or the male main character Declan's best friend. Once I realised, I suddenly went, oh god, it's Rev from Letters to the Lost. I was really happy because Rev was one of my favourite parts of Letters to the Lost. Even though he's not the main character, he was just such a great addition, such a good side character, and I really, really liked him. So the fact that we kind of get him as a main character in this book is great. But this follows Rev. We know from Letters to the Lost is adopted and is, you know, living with his like adoptive family, a foster family. He's been managing his life fine, and he's been fine in trying to get over all the demons and all the stuff that happened to him in the past, until one day a letter from his birth father brings hellfire, fear and danger back into his life. And then we also have our main character Emma, who escapes her life in an online game she built herself. Virtual reality is so much easier than real life, but then another player joins the game and suddenly ultra-violent threat starts to stream in. When Rev and Emma meet, they are fighting a darkness they can't put into words, but somehow they hear each other, and together they might be able to find a way out. I feel like it's got the same vibes as Letters to the Lost. It's like two characters who kind of lost their way, that need help getting on the good path and getting on the right path, come together, maybe through a bit of a conflict, but they kind of get together and help each other out. I have read about 26 pages of this so far, which is like I read about 26 pages before I went to bed last night. So far, I don't really have too much to say about it, but so far I am enjoying it. I'm interested to see where it's going to go. I've already kind of got a bit mad at some parts in this book, not because the writing is a bad book, but it's meant to make you mad. Emma obviously is a female gamer, and she has created this online game that people are playing. She faces a lot of sexism within the gaming community, and there's just like, we've already seen this one player who's like, oh, girls can't game, I hate that girls you know, invading male space, gaming is for men, girls can't game, girls are stupid. That's already come up, and that is pretty present already in like the first chapter. But I'm interested to see where this goes, and I really enjoyed Letters to the Lost, as you guys might know. I gave it like a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and it's like a new favourite, so I'm hoping this will live up to Letters to the Lost and will be just as good. I will leave this here, seeing as I've said everything I want to for this update. It is about 20 past 11, so I'm going to edit the footage that I filmed yesterday. Then about 12 I'll make lunch, and then I'm going to go into town later to go to Warstones. Even though I don't need to do any work because I've already done work, I'm just going to read, and then I'll probably come back, and then I'll probably end the vlog and, you know, do my wrap up. So with nothing else to say, I will see you guys later. Hello everybody, I'm here to do my wrap up for this week. It has been an iffy week. Like, the beginning of it was not good. The end of it is just slowly actually gotten quite better. But we're just gonna get into it and talk about the books that I have read this week. The first book that I read and finished was This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay. Literally talked about this in the previous clip, so I'm not gonna go into depth about kind of what it is about, but I gave this a 4.75 stars. You already know that. I literally talked about it in the clip just before. It's just so good, and I loved it a lot. It was just chef kiss, and I highly recommend it to anybody who wants to know more about how junior doctors and doctors in general, you know, their day-to-day basis, and how tough it is and how hard of a job it is. It is hilarious, gory, important. I was debating whether to include this, but I read some of it. I read 7 pages of it, but gave up because, well, it's me, and that is Frankenstein. I read 7 pages because I need to read this for university, but gave up because your girl can't do classics because her brain isn't wired that way. I don't really have an opinion on this. It probably is or could be a very good book. I just didn't have the mental capacity to read it. I also started the audiobook for Becoming by Michelle Obama, which I'm so happy I can finally read this, and I would have loved to read it physically, but it's a big book, and or big in sense it's really only in hardback and it's expensive, so I decided to get it on audiobook, and I'm really glad I did because Michelle Obama does narrate it herself, and she's just an amazing woman. We all know that, and as she narrates it, it kind of feels like she's your friend, and she's just telling you her life story, and it's just so sweet. And I've got to the part where she's like talking about when her and Brack started dating, and it's just so pure and so wholesome. And yesterday I started reading More Than We Can Tell by Bridget Kemmerer. I'm about 57 pages through this, so not that far, but I'm really enjoying it so far. Definitely feel like if it continues the way it is in these next 50 pages, or the first 50 pages that I've read, then I think it will definitely live up to and be just as good as Letters to the Lost, but we'll have to see how it goes. So that is all the books I've read this week, or read from this week. Again, it hasn't been the best week, and I'm going to do my weekly count up. So 351 pages is what I have read from last Sunday to yesterday, which is not the best, I must say. I've had a busy week. I've been, you know, not in the best reading mood recently, especially at the beginning of the week. I just haven't been in the most, like, I want to read all the time. I have a very obsessive personality, so if, say, I start doing one thing that's not reading, then I'm going to want to always continue doing that rather over reading. When that happens, obviously, then my mind's not focused or obsessed over wanting to read. Also, I didn't have my audiobook on the go for a majority of this week, so that sucks. For example, this week, a lot of the time I was just wanting to rewatch Supernatural because I started rewatching it like intensely, and then I kind of just couldn't stop. At this moment, or kind of currently, I'm in more of a reading mood. All I want to do is read. So it's not been the best reading week, but I'm hoping next week will be better because I've been quite stressed this week with starting to do deadlines and assignments. But now that I'm in that kind of mindset of planning it out and knowing when I can do stuff, I now know when I've got free time to read. So hopefully this week will be better. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog as always. If you did enjoy this vlog and you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. All my social media links are in the description below for you to guys to follow me wherever you want. Not, that sounds really dodgy. Don't follow me wherever I go, or whenever you want, because that is weird. I am going to end this here, edit this all together so I have it ready to start uploading tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next video.